Hello gamers, it's your boy Matty CS here, and today we are doing another Valorant VoD review. We're going to be seeing the pros, the cons, everything in between, basically giving you some good information, good feedback on what you need to do to be better, as well as maybe some things you could have done differently just based off the information we have, as well as telling you what you do right, because we want to see the bad, but we also want to see the good so you know what you can build off of that you might already have in your arsenal. So let's get started on it. We are playing on bind. We're going to be on defense, and we are looking at a Phoenix type of gameplay here, right? So the one thing about your guys' comp that I can already see, you have a Sova, you have a Brim, and then three duelists. Three duelists and Pugs is all right, and you're going against four duelists and a Sage. This is actually, like, you guys are heavily favored to win this. Now, if they did four duelists and maybe a Omen, I think they would have a better shot of winning. But I think you guys have a better comp because you have a good info gatherer in Sova, you have smokes with Brim, and then three duelists that can fight. The Yoru can also lurk if he really wants to. So I would say your team's a lot more well-rounded, slightly more well-rounded than their team, and I think you guys should be winning this game. But let's just see what it breaks down to in the player decision-making, the player plays that they make, as well as the game sense, all that shit in between. So let's get started on this pistol round. So let's just fast forward to see where you guys set up. You're going towards B, and it looks like we're in bronze 1. Oh, that's a scary color to see. So we're probably going to see a lot of fundamental mistakes here that I'll probably be pointing out. And then let's just see what if we might see anything else that might not be so easy to identify. So, first things first, right? You're peeking long. I'm totally fine with you peeking long. You got contact here. Your next choice should be to fall back because you and your Silver are not playing together. So one's long. They could be coming up market. Your teammate's not saying. It's not sound like he's saying anything. You have a teammate in showers. Teammate pushed up short cubby on A, and then the guy at U-Haul. Now the one thing that you'll see a lot of in bronze, silver, gold, even and below iron, would like teamwork and using utility to the best of their advantage is just non-existent. They don't know they don't understand what the point of the utility is. So it's really, really easy to capitalize on these guys if you just kind of know how to aim and kind of know how to think, and that's how you really rank up.
Baby.
Teammate gets fucking gas in the face. Okay, so you should have heard the smoke close. You should wait, honestly, to once the smoke fades to flash out, and maybe also wait until your teammates get a little bit closer to retake. Maybe just telling them, hey guys, I'm elbow right now, they can push CT, I'm just hiding elbow, waiting for you guys to get here and rotate over, right? That's like one of the most important pieces of information. You need a relay. You flash. He wasn't blind, it's alright though. You still were able to kill him. It's not like it's the end of the world. So you get walled off.
Last player standing.
Oh, you really got to take your time there and just line up those shots. The classic from anywhere from medium to long range can be really, really hit or miss. Close range, for the most part, you can hit some very easy shots, but I know for sure when it comes to long range shots, it's pretty tough. So we're going to the next round. Just fast forward this a little bit. So your job here is probably full saving. Most of the time you should be full saving on these types of rounds. Just, save for next round where you're going to buy a gun. That's appears what you're going to be doing. So let's just fast forward through this. We don't really care about these types of rounds. The main way people win eco rounds like this is they either force up, which you guys aren't doing, or you guys hit some really, really nutty shots, and the teammates your opponents, just don't know how to play and are just complete bots. I mean, this is definitely winnable. You go down though. Unlucky. And now we're coming to the main gun round. So first things first, I'm the realist, but also you should be buying a rifle, right? The Spectre is literally useless here, and you should be getting, if you can't get a rifle, hold on, what was it, 2100 plus that's 3700, so you could easily get a rifle and light armor. I might honestly just do that. Full armor is usually your best friend, full shields, but you are playing in bronze, so it's going to really come down to if you can hit your shots or not, and I think just having a superior weapon gives you a better chance of winning it. If you want to buy a submachine gun here, I would go with the Stinger, because you can get one easy kill and then just dip out. or you know, get an easy kill molly, right? Flash through molly after you reload and push in and try to get another kill. If you're really good with trigger discipline, but because you're bronze, I would assume that you might not be. It might just be better to do that. So let's just see how this round plays out.
Just give it and we'll retake.
Yeah, you can't buy it. You're gonna be 200 short. No, even going with the bulldog wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. If you're gonna be playing close like this, I would say doing some machine gun. But it seems like you peek this, like you peek long, which but you don't want to fight it, which is what you should be doing with this shit gun, and then falling off. But right here, you kind of just jacking off, looking at the wall right here. Expecting them to come up is not in your best interest because the way you're holding, the way you're standing, it's gonna, if you play against good players, they're gonna be pre-aiming behind you towards sight. So you're just gonna be lining up right where they want you to be. So you either need to be here more to the left to where they might not hard clear you and be at a slight off angle. So while they're running up, clearing like side because they don't smoke it off, you can catch them off, or be here in this corner. And if you hear them run up, right, you can flash, or just, you know, have your gun out, kill one, no one peeks you right away, flash out again, and try to kill or get out of there.
Here for 60.
Careful now.
Good ollie. Slow down any pushes they might do. This guy pushes in. You can heal yourself with the wall if you really want to, and that's what you're doing. I like it. Good decision. Please do not completely blind yourself with the wall. You can be close enough to where you don't blind yourself. Shoot the wall. Shoot the wall. Okay, this is a major thing. People in lower levels, like, I don't know. It just doesn't click in their head for some reason. But just shooting the wall is fine, because the pressure that they're gonna face of you being there, the pressure you can exert from being elbow and you breaking the wall, because once the wall is broken, they're gonna feel all that pressure, right? Is greater than you giving away your position by not shooting the wall, right? So because you think you're not gonna make any sick play here by not breaking this wall. Literally everything in your head should be telling you right now that I need to break this wall, so they don't have a very easy way to get in the site, as well as they have to be scared of me pushing in or peeking this. So I'm sure you're scared that he might be boosted up, but you could easily just break that wall and then get out of there, or break it from a angle where it's hard for him to peek out. So here you're gonna have to angle yourself a little bit better, because if you were to flash like this, you should identify this already, right? I'm sure I'm hoping, right? I'm not sure. I'm hoping that you just wait for the smoke to fade out, and then once the smoke fades out, you flash. But if you are gonna flash right now, you have to angle it more to whatever side, right? Like it's gonna come out of. And so if you're gonna aim to the right side here, you need to get at a very different angle, so when it pops out, it comes out of the smoke instead of going right into the middle of the smoke.
Spike planted.
Just like that. Again, that wouldn't get anybody because it lands right in the smoke.
One enemy
Good
remaining.
kill.
Careful now. She's cubby. She's cubby.
Cubby long. That is the call, right? So your reaction to look elbow here, I have no clue why. Your reaction instead should be once you're healed to push out, because there's no way this guy gets elbow. If you just look at the minimap, right? Teammate says he's cubby, you should instantly look at your minimap, be like, oh, okay, my teammate's long and my other teammate's on site peeking this guy. There's no way this guy's elbow, right? That should just, again, this is something what we want eventually for you to be able to click into your head in order for you not to react like this and instead react by running in the site. And then you notice that he kills them, and then you're good to go. Let's go to the next look around. Okay, so you were able to upgrade, right? Because you picked it up that dead body, which is fucking awesome. And again, one thing you'll notice in bronze that you can get away with is they don't work together, right? You haven't talked to your teammates haven't talked to you, right? This type of coordination that is what you're going to see a lot of on the other side when your opponents are on defense, right? And this is how you capitalize on playing against worse players, because they don't do the basics that they need to do, and you got to be able to punish them for that. Right? Not working together, not doubling up on defense, not holding a crossfire, right? Not peeking together, not using utility properly. These are all examples of things that these people, like in this bracket and lower and sometimes a little bit higher, don't know how to do, right? Like this guy right here, he's planning out in the open. His teammates, I'm sure his teammates are all around him, right? Like the only way he feels confident to plan here is if his teammates are somewhere around him, but his teammates are not peeking like they should be, and this is how you punish it, just by literally just peeking him, right? Sometimes you don't even need the flash. Like they're not here, they don't make no sound, they're just doing something really dumb. Now this is a very, very bad ulti, and that is because obviously we see this guy here, but like you're kind of out in the open. If you were tucked a little bit more further next to U-Haul and truck, that wall, I'd be like, okay, that's fine, right? It's a relatively safe area, but you can easily get killed in your ulti form and then come back to this spot and get killed from multiple angles. So I'm really hoping this happens. Got that first kill, very cool.
One enemy remaining.
Kill, and the last guy showers.
Last player standing.
So I would have liked you to ulti from right here in this corner because it's a little bit more tucked in. But like as we said, like it could have been bad if she knew where you ulti from. Now the second thing I'm wondering is why the fuck are you looking this way when this guy just killed you over here? So I'm assuming you turn.
Shower, 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 shower.
Yeah, there's no reason for you to be looking here because there's no possible way this guy's gonna be here, right? Because if he was, the only way he was gonna be able to get here while you died in ulti is if he teleported somehow. And at this stage, you don't have to worry about a teleport. If he runs across, right, you'll hear him, so you can pinpoint a little bit better on where you need to be aiming. But you should have been looking straight behind you this entire time, because if you just swung triple, he could have easily killed you. And now you're respecting this guy a little too much. Like the respect you're putting on this guy is just crazy. Like you're letting him like res like this, right? And again, we come into you not breaking the wall, but the bomb is right here. This is a very important piece of information here. Need the hill. They fucked you up.
30 seconds left.
See, okay, and you're not walking. You need to walk in this situation here because they might hear the molly, but they might not know where you're exactly at. Anytime you give a sound cue like this, right, it's very, very detrimental to yourself because if they're smart players, they're gonna be, oh, he's on the slow. I heard him tick on the slow, right? So they know exactly kind of where you're at, especially if they have a good headset. Again, they hear you on the slow and you die.
Launching smoke.
Yo, sick 360, dude.
Molly. Going up. There they are.
Get out of my way.
I don't know why you gave up elbow here. Like, if this guy dies, it's fine, right? They haven't like thrown any smokes or walled you off at the elbow yet. They just walled right now. So you could have seen them running in the site, and your brim's on site as well. So like, I don't know why you ran here, right? Running here is literally pointless. Maybe because you know they were gonna wall. Okay, then I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But like, you should be able to break the wall too. Again, in order to exert that kind of pressure on them of, hey, the wall's not protecting me. Like, I can't 100% plant where I want to plant. I have to plant kind of safe if they are gonna plant here.
Are they out?
Shot, one more there. Heal yourself. One guy's elbow.
One enemy remaining.
Shot, get out of there. Don't maul your teammate. Last guy is there somewhere. He naded from like hookah, I believe. Yep, he is hookah. And again, crosshair placement. Like, what are you looking at? What is your goal here? You should be like, your Reina's fighting. You should be trying to fight with him.
I'm gonna flash.
Okay.
30 seconds left.
You're just blocking your Reina now. Don't block your Reina.
Reloading.
Now let's look at the time here. So this is something you have to pay attention to, right? How much HP do my teammates have? How much HP do I have? Your Brim's full HP, your Reina's low, and you're half, right? If you give this raise can easily pick you and the Reina off and make it a very, very quick one-on-one, even in 17 seconds. That's plenty of times for him to pick you guys off because you guys just keep peeking. What you need to do in this situation is, once we've established that this guy's not peeking hook anymore, get on the site, crossfire with your Brim, or tell your Brim, hey, get ready to swing with me. If he jumps down, I'm going to fucking swing, just trade me out. I'm low, right? These are, again, the fundamentals you need to develop as a player in order to get better and take your game to the next level. So again, let's just see what is going on here. It's a good question Urena just asked. I think the bomb wasn't hookah. He might have grabbed it, so you're preemptively coming over here. But again, he could be close, and you don't want to give away how close you are, so you should be walking. And once it hits 4 seconds, he does not have time. All right, so we skip to the next round. So I noticed you're coming long a lot, trying to spot long. It is in your best interest to jiggle or jump jiggle, right, this long angle in order to peek to see if they are coming, right? Holding like this, right? Holding right here, holding in this corner, just holding in general, right? Standing still is just making yourself an easier target to where you're going to get punished a lot by better players. Because eventually, the more you play the game, you're going to rank up, right? But you're not going to rank up as easily if you keep standing still like this, okay? So just keep that in mind. Crosshair placement isn't the worst thing in the world. This is not, you know, this is pretty decent crosshair placement for a bronze. It's pretty high. It's not aimed at the ground. Is it at head level? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, you know? Just depends. But, like, again, it's not bad. At least you're keeping it up there, and I love to see it. So again, standing still like that makes yourself a very, very easy target unless you maybe have an op.
They stunned. I fucking hate this game, so I'm fucking neutral.
Spike planted.
Okay, so we saw 3 on site. If you're looking through the walls, right, we saw 3. So we're just looking for the other 2 in this situation.
No, you don't.
Last player standing.
Boom, you have 2 flashes. You have a wall. You can wall across to get to U-Haul, and they have to be U-Haul site, right? As soon as you see this wall down right here, right, and you clear pocket to the right, you know that the only way they can stop you from defusing the bomb is if obviously if Ray's satchels up somehow or Jet updrafts, but they have to be in U-Haul, right? So that should be your main priority of clearing out. You didn't clear pocket, obviously, and obviously he was U-Haul, so you need ways to clear it out, or at least, you know, force them and isolate these angles before you take them like this, right? Because as a better player, like I can already identify like what was the best chance, the best way for me to win that round. And like I said, clearing pocket, right? Notice the walls there, focusing on U-Haul. If I hear an updraft or I hear a satchel, then I know they might be coming over me. If I can get to halfway, cool. If not, I'll be lucky.
Who's next?
Enemy down.
You will not kill my ally.
Enemy spotted.
Neutralized.
One enemy remaining.
Spike here.
Enemy spotted.
Last guy's short. Why not use this as cover, right? Get on where you were just at, right, and hold the same angle. This guy is like, you can still hold the same angle, but if you use this as cover, you protect more than half of your body if you crouch down and use this as a cover, right? Doesn't that make a little bit more sense? Obviously, you hit the nice shot here. Good shot, by the way. But again, you're not putting yourself in the most advantageous situations.
Y'all better keep up. I've cut through.
So if I hear nothing like this, I wouldn't even flash, and I would also be careful of the walk up, right? Those are the 2 things you have to think about. Good flash, good kills, really, really pog. That's what I love to see right there.
Careful now.
You hear a lot of TPs.
Come on, let's go.
Well, you heard that boom bot. For some reason, you didn't shoot it before you ultied, so that just tells me like you're not thinking like that far ahead, like, or maybe you are, like maybe your plan was I'm gonna ulti here, right? Which is like that's fine, that's a 1 step ahead, right? But sometimes we have to adapt our 2nd and 3rd step based on what's happening around us. Like I hear that boom bot, my 1st step gets changed because I wanted to ulti here, but because I hear that boom bot, I have to change up my 1st step, kill the boom bot, and then I can proceed with my plan. But again, we have to be able to adapt to new information that's around us, right? And be able to execute properly off of that. So we're going to a 3v2 retake here. The best way to win a 3v2 retake is to just trade out, group up, and trade out, right? Find out where they're at, group up, trade out. We know one's probably bathrooms because where it's planted at, and then we see the other one U-Haul, right? So we can assume the other guy showers.
One enemy remaining.
Last one showers.
Going up.
Good wall usage. And he's not showers.
It's not showers.
He's bench. So that was a horrible ghost call by that guy. So again, we should have assumed no one saw her run out, right? And she was just behind the wall right there. So it's unlucky, right? This is what GameSense would tell you to also clear that. And GameSense would also tell you not to peek this like as you did, like really slowly. You should flash first or do anything like, or don't even peek because you have a shit gun too. Like you have a Spectre, you're not going to kill anything medium to long range most of the time, especially against a rifle. You're just going to get domed like that with light armor. Did you even have armor actually? You did, yeah. So with light armor, yeah, you're definitely not doing any type of killing with that when you peek that angle that slowly. Okay, we bring it to the next round. You got some full armor. I don't know what gun you have right now, but I'm sure we'll see in a second. Vandal, alright. And again, we're coming to long. I noticed you like to play long and lock. You've gone to hookah a couple times too, which is actually really good, changing up your spots. But again, against like any good player is going to recognize, oh, this Phoenix loves playing long. I'm just going to go fucking shit on him because I know he's going to play in the same 3 fucking spots. Here, or somewhere like far, a little bit further back.
One TP'd.
Might be a fake TP.
Can you hold showers? Hold showers.
That was just bad spray control, a little bit bad fucking, a little bit bad aiming. Could have been a little bit better there, right? But we obviously see that a little bit better spray control needed to be there. But you did hit him 120. And that's him. There you go, get that assist. Let's just skip again to the next round. Teammates won the round, thank God.
Together.
They do activate the teleporter. They have to fix it though. It will make a real sound.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Hey, short.
There's like 3 of them A. There's dink for 130.
So, one more time. Okay, hold on. I'm going to slow this down, and I'm just going to take this time. I'm going to reiterate the same thing, right? Because I just want to stress how important it is to have good crosshair placement and spray control. So we're going to go peek this, right? Crosshair placement is okay. Then it dips down. It was like a little bit high. Now it's a little bit too low. You flick over, right? And you start shooting. Notice how we started shooting before our crosshair was on them. So this is going to fuck up our spray control, right? And then you bring it down, and because the crosshair or the spray likes to go a little bit to the right, obviously we get that nice dink. But because you're still pulling straight down here, you don't get
Like
the final
3 of
shot that you
them
need to kill.
A. There's dink for 130.
So that's just something to keep in mind when you are
Smoke's
shooting.
down.
That because you don't you shoot a little bit too soon, and then you don't properly control the spray dinks and gets 2 body shots, but like you don't get that last shot to kill them because you pulled down too far, too far off.
Spike planted.
This guy wasted his ulti, but we're not watching him. We're trying to watch you.
Or it's gone.
Spend it now, or it's gone. Oh, there's no way you're gonna peek this, right? Like, there's no way you think that I'm gonna peek with a shotgun, medium range, and it's gonna work. So I guess let's see what happens here. I'm gonna be very surprised, aren't I? Nope. I am surprised. I'm surprised you didn't peek it because it looked like you wanted to. Playing here, this is fine, right? This is your advantageous spot with this gun. It is a shotgun. It's close range. You can literally get 3Ks all the time with this. All right, so your teammate just smoked it off here, and there's no real reason for you to flash. It just gives away your position, right? Unless they use some kind of utility to find out you're here, there's no reason to give away your spot just yet, right? Like, unless there's a boom bot or a Yoder flash and you hear him close, like, there's no reason to counter flash. You should just have your gun out. Because what if they just walk in, right? There's no reason for you to believe that they just won't walk in here, especially when your brim smokes like this, and if they're close enough to hear that smoke, they'll probably just walk in. They're planning B.
Spike planted.
Flash in sight. Flashback sight.
Reloading.
So you got 2 tunnel vision on the one guy you saw. We saw the Sage, right? But we had no clue where the Raze was at, and that's how I know you got tunnel vision, because you weren't looking around trying to figure out where the Sage was at. And honestly, I would probably assume if that Raze isn't peeking right now, right, I would probably assume she's long because you saw the wall elbow. As soon as you see that wall elbow, you can probably, and you were hookah, right? So you can safely assume that this guy was probably long, and either he's still long near garden, near the TP area, or he might be trying to flank all the way around into hookah. Obviously, we see now he's still long, and then we get shot in the back for it because we weren't looking for it. Thankfully, your teammate wins that. We bring it to a 5-7. Not the end of the world. Definitely able to come back here if you just have a good T side, right? And you are going to be buying a ghost and a flash. A very classic response or classic buy on any side for pistol round. Ugh, a little tired today. But you do have the bomb. You have to keep that in mind. Do not lose the bomb in a shit spot. At least have someone go with you. And I would not waste my flash here. I would either waste it to get a little bit deeper inside, and I would jiggle this, right? Or I would use it to get out onto site. Those are the 2 ways. If you had 2 flashes, I wouldn't care. And then you blind that guy and you don't push this guy, and like while he's blind, dude, yeah, it's just asking for a bad time. But like honestly, like I said, I would jiggle this, see if this guy's here, right? Takes a couple pop shots. All right, I keep jiggling until he stops peeking. Once he stops peeking, I know he's on the right side. Flash to the right, clear left real quick, then quickly swing right, because he could be baiting for a guy on that side. And that's just kind of how I would have played that situation a little bit differently than you did.
Enemy remaining.
Nice.
We survive.
That same smoke.
There. Cutting their vision.
Smoke's down. If we can hear.
So we're going in. Again, get in the habit of breaking these walls, right?
Reloading.
Careful for flanks.
Reloading.
Timmy just gets glocked down. Flash one more time.
Healer's down.
One enemy
So
remaining.
that was good use of utility. You have bomb again. Fight the bomb. This should be a very quick and easy round. All right, so this is going to be the most important round, and I would not have done this. Right, come here and then just buy a gun. Right, I would not do this. Most of the time, what you're going to see, if you ever watch high-level streamers, right, high elo streamers, whenever they get to this situation here where you won the pistol round, won the second round with like a stinger or something, they will keep the stinger for this round and use it as a bonus round, right? Because the other team's going to buy up rifles, we know that, but we also want to start conserving money and start saving up some money to start bankrolling ourselves. So they'll keep using the stinger until they lose or die, you know. So I would recommend you also get in the habit of doing that as well. Instead of buying the Vandal here, just keep your stinger. It's a waste of $1,000 otherwise. Unless you get 5 kills with it, then it paid for itself. Then it's like, okay, yeah, go buy a Vandal if you really want.
Let's get the advantage.
So it looks like you have bomb again. Okay, it's not the end of the world if you have bomb. So we saw one, your Brim saw one towards hookah. Reyna hookah, there's the call. So now we have to assume that there could be someone else towards long or garden, or they're doubled up hookah. Just have to still clear corners, be very methodical. The Yoru pushed through A, so they don't know you guys are A right now, or they think you might be at least showers. Hush out, don't be careful not to blind your teammate. Unlucky, you gotta clear that left corner too. No one's able to clear it yet. 2-on-1, your teammates won that, very pog. It's a Yoru flash. You really gotta hit those.
Careful now.
Where was Hookah?
Don't forget to also use your wall while you're healing with your molly in order to get to 100, right? Because you could easily get to
I'm out
100
A,
here.
I'm out A. Come here, come here. I have A.
So this guy says he's out A, right? Obviously there could be, like, we know the Yoru's playing B, but we don't know where the Raze is at. I don't think anyone's seen the Raze. You have to be careful when you come through market here of your showers push, right? And then when you come on the site, you have to be careful of your showers still. Because we have not seen the Raze at all.
Who's next?
Who's next? And look at that. What did they
These
say?
showers.
It's like I can predict the future, right? A lot of these people in this lower bracket, they don't think, oh, I'm out short A. Why? Well, this is so easy. Why don't I do this every round? It's because usually someone's there, and if they're not there for a reason, right? The reason might be a lot of people died on the other side of the map, like your team killed a lot of people, so you're able to lurk in, or someone on their team is pushed in somewhere they're not supposed to be, and because of that, they rotate off because they're going to gamble stack the other side. Those are just a couple of the reasons why we might run into that type of situation. Oops. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to the next round. You can enable buy one more time. This might be the. You might have to save next round, I think. I'm not entirely sure. So as you saw, I'm pretty popular on Steam, you know. I have so many friends.
There.
We know the Raze is closed. She boom botted close. There's no way, there's no reason for you to check here. There's no way anyone can be there. They can't get by you guys.
I have the spike.
Good kill. You have ulti. You could easily ulti in from the corner here. You know the jet is on site. Do not run this close again, right? Do your flash from a little bit further back, from a little bit of farther angle, right? And don't run with your flash out until you cleared that angle with your gun, because the guy could easily be in the corner there, just like holding an off angle and killing you. How did that not blind you? So you're just kind of holding heaven. I wouldn't even worry about heaven, right? Because if they come out, there's so much they have to worry about that they might not just preempt you. I would be a little bit more worried about the CT guy, as well as I wouldn't be here in this position to begin with. I'd be either in this corner, just holding, anchoring down backside. I'd be a little bit further back, so it's only a sliver that I can see, so I don't overexpose my body. So if they do happen to flick to me, it's very hard for them to shoot and kill me, or I'd be in this corner right here, just maintaining U-haul control, right? Where you're at, just based off your positioning and what you're holding, it can be done from different spots, right? And it could be done from either a more safe spot or a very good off angle. So again, we want to try to play as optimal as possible. Let's fast forward through this since we don't really care about this.
You know what to do.
The hunt begins. Enemy spotted.
Yeah, I don't know why you're playing with those big people.
So I joined them because the one
Revealing area. Reloading. Found them. I am the hunter.
just want to TP to A. Probably
Come on,
clear
let's
it
go!
now. He said it was a flash. Well, it was trash.
Yeah, no, he's fucking horrible.
You either play with
What?
see people like that, they either play with Reyna, because like the time he went like 28-0.
Right here.
It's like,
Our spike's down.
Hookah.
Last player standing.
Again, you get tunnel vision on the guy hookah. You don't try to clear sight. Like, we don't know if there's still a guy sight. And I think we should know that they could be there because, again, we have no eyes backside. Our teammate is elbow. He didn't clear it. The guy was hookah obviously got killed. And again, because you tunnel vision on like this guy hookah's not peeking you, right? You just killed your teammate with a stinger. He's gonna have to reload more than likely, and you're already in a push up position to where you can take cover on site. So you should just be trying to clear sight ASAP, making sure there's no one here. And then once you've established that there's no one on site, you focus on hookah and then try to pinpoint where the second guy's at. Because first guy is, we know he's hookah. Second guy, he's an unknown mystery. We don't want to get caught off somewhere by him like sneaking in through the smoke, pushing through CT late, coming up long, being hookah with him. Like, we don't know, right? So just trying to find both is your best bet.
no, I
So we can buy again one more time, right?
Beacon here.
Shoot the boom bot. Thank you. Shoot the boom bot, but you don't shoot the wall. I don't get it. So if you haven't noticed already, wherever you shoot the boom bot from, this Raze is throwing her nades. So before you go out, just be careful of that, right?
Reloading. Dim beacon down.
Fire in the hole!
We had the flash go out, but we didn't do anything with it.
U-Haul.
Spike
Okay, and then let's just go to the next round here.
You can shoot through that wall. Hello, can you buy me, dude? You're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot. Ah, yes. Toxic bronze player is very cool. Should be swinging, right? Your teammate just got contact. You should be trying to swing and trying to kill and trade that kill if he dies. The guy's so close, right? You heard him reload. Okay, you should be trying to get that orb most of the time because your ulti is very, very strong.
Okay, I have A for free.
decoy.
Okay,
Come on.
he has A for free. Just TP, go showers.
What, just TP? That's for real? Come on.
Why did you teleport? Why'd you leave?
Don't listen to this Yoru. This Yoru is actually a dumbass. Like, he's not paying attention to what his Reign is saying.
The entire team went B. There was no reason to rotate.
Spike planted.
This plus plus situation, you guys are pretty far from each other and you guys can't trade out. Either I would push backside with your arena, maybe try to bait for him, or I would play triple, getting ready to swing off his contact on either side, or I would play back showers and just try to kill time and play time for as long as possible. So, because now you're kind of worried. You shouldn't have to worry about heaven. You'll hear him drop heaven. Your teammate Reina has CT, so all you have to do is focus on showers, and you're, again, cross replacement really
One
low.
enemy remaining.
Heaven. Drop down.
Last player
Yeah,
standing.
we gotta
120,
win
120.
Lads.
Still in sight. Reloading.
So that Killjoy just wasted everything in her arsenal, besides her heal, obviously, and that's really, really good. Flash, clear close right.
TPA one more time.
We're all B, dude.
We're all B, dude. We can't, like, this guy, this Yoru? Yeah, this guy's never gonna get out of bronze, okay?
I have A site.
So, great rotation. This is what you should be doing, right? He has A site. Be careful with showers. He didn't clear showers because he's a dumbass. So, you have to worry about that because, again, bronze players.
You will not kill my allies.
You do not want to be here, okay? The last part you want to go is short. You don't want to go anywhere short or U-Haul or Cubby. Maybe Cubby, pocket, right? But you want to be playing near showers area or near bench because your bomb is planted triple and it's not planted out in the open. So your molly is going to kill like 8 seconds, right? But after that, it's going to be on you to try to get there quick enough in order to make sure they cannot defuse the bomb. So you want to be in a good spot.
Going up.
Race hit 120.
While your crosshairs way
Last
too high.
player standing.
All right, so we know where the last two are at. Okay, so this is the best thing you can do in this situation, right? So let me just break it down for you. Okay, Yoru just died to Raze, on B, right? And your Reyna just died to Reyna in their spawn. Okay, we know exactly where both of them are at. If you haven't processed this information right, this is something you need to work on, processing this information. Who dies to who killed who, right? Where was he last seen at, right? Using your minimap to help you figure out exactly what the timing is, right? So if this guy was to run out from CT where he killed our Reyna, right, which is about right here, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, yeah, like 6 seconds to come PU from either side. What I would do in this situation is I would run as soon as I kill this jet, right? I know where both of them are at. Run straight to showers, right? through short, back to teleporter to showers, right? Because again, the bomb is not planted for you. Now, what you could also do too is molly the bomb right before they come out, right? To give, if you're scared that they might defuse it while you're rotating, right? Which they shouldn't. They need to find you. Just fucking molly it and then run and do showers. All right, that is the most optimal play here because they know you're here. You just killed this jet, U-Haul. They should be the jet should be coming to his teammates. This guy is a U-Haul right now, and he has ulti. Okay. So the rain is already out, right? Just based off of timing, like that's where it is. Again, that's what we should have done here, right? Molly. As soon as we see the rain on site, our plan has to change. So our plan now is molly bomb, run short, get the showers, right? If they tap bomb, if my molly runs out before I get to showers, right? I sprint the entire way. If I hear him tap it, and then I'm ulti while I'm running, like near showers entrance or whatever, however long it's gonna take, right? And then I just try to get there and clear it out. They kill my ulti, that's fine, and then I just have to run back. But that's just, again, that's just how I would kind of play this round a little bit differently. And then obviously based off new information, I would just change it up. Looks like the quality decreased here. What the hell? Give me this, hold on. Alright. Boom, ulti in, let's go. Ulti in, alright, never mind, fuck ultis. Maybe wall to protect yourself.
130 on Reyna. Kill. He's going showers.
Gotta be careful with that ulti.
One enemy remaining.
Good kill. Alright. So that's gonna end this VoD review. So I'm just gonna, break this down and give you a brief summary. 3 major points that I think you need to work on, right? And try to improve on your own. Okay. So first one being positioning, knowing where to position yourself when, like, let's say you're holding long, right? You keep doing the same positions over and over again. While you didn't die, those are bad angles to hold because if they timing you somehow and walk up, right, they could easily kill you because, again, you are a sitting duck right there. Jiggle, peek a little bit deeper if you have to, right? Or just play back. There's nothing wrong with playing back, especially when you know on the other team they had 4 duelists and 1 saged, and they can't smoke you. The only thing there is jet smokes, and jet smokes only last 7 seconds. It's not that scary. You're a phoenix, you can also flash outside of them. Again, so it could be very, very, very strong thing you can do too, right? If they do smoke you off. But yeah, so positioning wise, right? And just make sure you pick better spots and just kind of know how to play off of what they have as well as where your teammates are at in order to work better together. Because if you're peeking by yourself long, your teammate's peeking by himself hookah or in hookah, like you guys aren't working together, it's going to be very hard for you to rank up if you don't learn teamwork, and positioning becomes part of teamwork and playing off of other people and noticing where other people are playing. Second one is util usage. Like, I think util usage wasn't bad, but it could be better. Don't have your flash out. And don't be surprised if you have your flash out because you're holding out for no reason and they just walk up on you, right? A lot of times people aren't going to make any noise and they're just going to walk up, right? They're not going to always run at you. So again, we don't want to prepare yourself. We don't want to have any of these bad habits. So when you get to a higher level, it doesn't hinder you from ranking up, right? We want to get you. We want you to be able to play at a high level. So once you get to the diamonds, the plat games, right? You fit right in. Okay, and then secondly is aim, spray control, get crosshair placement, right? Trigger discipline, all those things come with aim. You're aiming high, right? Sometimes you don't aim at the head though. So just try to always focus on where the head level's at. And spray control, learn the spray patterns. The spray patterns aren't certain because they are random, but for the first certain amount of bullets for each gun, they do follow a strict quick line or a quick little dash or a rivet or something like that. Okay, so this is going to end my VoD review for you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Reddit, Twitter, my Discord. Join my Discord, by the way. My stream, follow my stream, by the way. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Pokemon, Mega Evolution, Science, Cockfighting.
Many men wish death upon me.